What's up, YouTube? How's it going? On my last video, I had someone leave a comment asking to go over some of the specs on the Maverick Topper 2. So I'm actually out working here today. I've got the base coming along on the new pop-up camper version that I'm building, but I wanted to go over some of those specs with you on the Maverick Topper Dose. So obviously here it sits, so you can see the outer the plywood I'm using is actually 3/8 inch plywood, so it's very thin, and I wouldn't go any lower than that. But the reason being is to be as lightweight as possible versus like 1/2 inch or 5/8. But the key is you got to strengthen it with some framing on the outside so it's got some support to it. You can see some of these screw holes going all the way down the middle, and that's actually a 2x3 that goes down the middle at the weakest point on both outside walls to help give it some strength. And then there's framing that goes all the way around the perimeter on the inside, and I can show you that now on the inside. And you can see while I'm out here, there's some flex right here. Of course, it's a lot stronger there, and there's just a little flex there. But I mean, I've built a few of these now, and I haven't had any issues with them. I've really just enjoyed how lightweight they are to be able to give me better fuel economy. So, walking up on the inside, you can see that 2x3 that goes the length down on both sides. And both sides are the exact same, but you can see that framing that's giving extra support. And what I actually do is, these aren't 2x2s, these are actually smaller than 2x2s. I just take 2x3s and I split them in half on a table saw. So it's actually a lot cheaper, probably half or even less than half the cost of 2x2s. And they're the perfect size. Another question you might have is, what screws do I use? And I actually use these deck screws, and these are the smallest length that I could find. It's 1 1/4 inches, I want to say. Pretty sure that's the length on those, and that's the smallest that I could find. And luckily they offer it in a 5-pound box, so you can get some savings on it as well. Then you can see the 2x2 that I call a 2x2. It just goes all the way around the perimeter, and there's one in the roof. And then this whole roof section, both of these, there's no supports in the middle for them, so you definitely wouldn't want to walk on the roof. But that might actually be a interesting test to see if they would hold your weight or not. But that's another key idea in the design, is to have as much sloped roof as possible for snowfall, so it can have the water run off. On this one, it's flat up here and then slopes here, but I'd like to have the whole roof slope at the same slope on the next one. So anyways, that's what's going on there. And again, all of these panels, the exterior panels and the roof, they're all 3/8 inch plywood. Where it differs is right here on the seat. Because it's holding more weight, I actually used a 1/2 inch sheet of plywood for both of these bottom panels. And then up here for the bed, I actually used 3/4 inch plywood because it's supporting the weight of 2 people over the cab of the truck. So that was definitely an important piece. Now, I debated on this piece because it was going to hold quite a bit of weight from the 2 people sleeping up here, if I should do at least half. But I actually went with 3/8, and it's been working just fine. So again, that's just a lot more weight savings. Then on these lower beds, I'm pretty sure I used 5/8 inch plywood for the lower bed that just rests right here. I can pop it off and show you. So that's how that works. And I'm trying to think of any other details that would be helpful. The door is also just made out of 3/8 inch plywood, and I put a support down the middle. That way if the bear is pushing in on the door, you've got a little extra support to protect you. But other than that, it's a super simple and lightweight door. So anyways, I hope that helps give you a better idea of how the camper is constructed. Let me know if you have any other questions down below in the comments, and I'll do my best to get back to you. Thanks for watching, and have a wonderful day.